Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie references in Nintendo games. For this list, we're looking at the coolest, weirdest, and most obscure movie references from some of our favorite Nintendo games. Which of these was your favorite? Was there another you would like to have seen? Let us know down in the comments. Some of the most famous Easter eggs in the Pokemon games are the different Nintendo consoles that appear in your bedroom across all of the games besides Nintendo's famed consoles. Interact with the TV downstairs and the game will describe a movie playing on the TV. Some movies that have been featured include Big, Stand By Me, and The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, not exactly movies we'd expect Pokemon to reference, but there are stranger references in the franchise. Number 9. Mansions and Castles Far, Far Away. Paper Mario and Luigi's Mansion. The Star Wars franchise has been referenced several times across not just video games in general, but specifically Nintendo games. While many will point to the Beam Sword in Smash Bros., we'd like to turn our attention to a couple other games. In the first Paper Mario game, Bowser starts your second fight against him saying, "Now witness the power of this fully operational Star Rod," which is a line borrowed from Emperor Palpatine in Return of the Jedi. As for our special tyrant in Luigi's Mansion, King Boo utters a line remarkably similar to what Jabba the Hutt utters in the same movie. "I will not give up my favorite decoration, I like Mario just where he is." Or does he mean a particular smuggler? Either way, Bowser and King Boo are clearly nerds. Nerds! Number 8. The power of color compels you. Paper Mario Color Splash. Yes, the Mario games are going to have a frequent presence on this list, so strap in. While the Paper Mario games do feature a plethora of movie references in general, this one certainly caught us off guard. To see this for yourself, assuming your Wii U is still working, head to the Indigo Underground and find the shunned Shy Guy at the end of the tunnel. This creepy encounter is very clearly a nod to the 1973 horror film The Exorcist, albeit much more family-friendly than its source material. The only other way Paper Mario could have paid better respect to this horror classic was if everything and everyone inside the game burned up. Number 7. Getting that earworm again. Kid Icarus Uprising.
I'm sorry too. I didn't mean to be rude. That's alright. Now I don't feel bad. What's going to happen here?
It's a sound that you can easily recognize. While Kid Icarus Uprising pays respect to a variety of games, specifically the Nintendo classics, there is an odd nod to cinema that can be found in Chapter 24, The Three Trials.
Welcome, Whippersnapper. Come right this way.
Just when you reach Dintos's forge, a low hum will begin and crescendo before finally revealing the forge. Again, if you have been to a movie theater, you will immediately recognize this as the booming music that plays for LucasArts' THX screen. We all know it. Number 6. Go with the steak. Animal Crossing. When it comes to Easter eggs, the Animal Crossing series tends to stick to referencing other Nintendo games, much like some of our other entries, through the use of special furniture. However, they do pay respect to other forms of entertainment with quotes and phrases. In the original Animal Crossing, Cap'n will pause his songs with a brief interlude. Occasionally, one of these interludes will see him asking the player if they have ever been to a Hyrulean prison. Some might think it's a simple Zelda reference and nothing more, but if you've seen the comedy classic Airplane, you'll know it's actually a reference to a question Captain Clarence asks poor young Joey.
Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Number 5. Bois is the word. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. To find this one, you will have to reach the second world in the game, the Sherbet Desert. In the area where you free Rabbid Mario from his ball form, or at least send him careening down a hill, you can find a hidden ice cave nearby where a puzzle awaits you. Dangling from the ceiling is a sparkling disco ball. Examine it, and Beepo will say, Bois is the word. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Another song says nearly the exact same phrase. There are loads of other Easter eggs to find in Mario plus Rabbids as well, paying tribute to Peanuts, The Incredibles, and many, many more films.
We can catch up later, Fox.
One of the best levels in Star Fox 64 is Katina, the planet that houses a Cornerian Defense Force base, which is invaded by a massive saucer sent by the Venemian army. If this saucer looks vaguely familiar, it should, as it looks very, very, emphasis on very, similar to the saucer featured in the legendary sci-fi picture Independence Day. It obliterates the base. The devs must have been huge fans of this film to base an entire level off of it. Number 3. Words from Another Galaxy. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. As we mentioned earlier, Pokemon holds a wealth of nods and references to film, TV, and gaming. Thing is, we weren't expecting a straight-up callback to sci-fi comedy flick Galaxy Quest. Fantina, one of the gym leaders of Diamond and Pearl, is obviously a fan. When she sends out her last Pokemon, she'll briefly interrupt the fight and say, "Never give up, never surrender." This is the same line said by Tim Allen's character and echoed by several others throughout the movie.
Never give up, never surrender.
Number 2. Mean Green Mother. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. To spot this, you will need to play the German version of Yoshi's Island, as no other version contains this super specific homage. Those who have played the game will recall the Naval Piranha, a massive, thorny piranha plant that is arguably the most famous boss of the Yoshi games. However, it boasts a different name in the German version, known as Audrey. Coincidentally, Audrey is the same name as the singing plant monster featured in the horror comedy musical Little Shop of Horrors. Unfortunately, no singing takes place in this boss fight.
You don't know what you're messing with. You got no idea.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Ghosts, the Clown, and the Wardrobe. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Whoa.
3, but these few were our absolute favorites. The first one you can find is in one of the rooms on the 5th floor, where a wardrobe conceals a hidden room containing 4 outfits that oddly resemble the clothes of Edmund, Susan, Lucy, and Peter from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Told you he was real.
You said winter was almost over.
The second of our favorites is in the movie studio. One puzzle will require you to drop a bucket down a well. If done right, And lastly, head to the Boiler Works floor, B2, to find a pipe you can walk into. At the end, a lone purple balloon sits. Has the embodiment of evil checked into the hotel before? If you've seen it, you'll know where everyone floats down to.
I bet I could cheer him up. I'll give him a balloon.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.